the chance, you know? You know, where does art come from? Where does the creative spirit uh, uh, dwell? And it is in, of course, the, the soul inside the brains and all of that, but it's also visible. And the visible part for music are the notes on the page. And I think so many people would and will be fascinated to just see the line that they're hearing and being maybe transformed by this, da, 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 dee, da. And then to see that line going up and down and realizing that these abstract dots are the music that they're feeling. I think that's a wonderful connection, a kind of aha. So that's this, you know? And it makes the music more accessible, even if you don't read music. It also sort of demystifies maybe uh, what what happens when a, a, a composer hears something inside and then is able to put that down. And also, I think it makes it less mysterious, but more miraculous that these dots that Debussy wrote down, and now, 100 years later, you get this little thing from Parma, you know, and you stick it in your computer, and there's those dots again that Debussy wrote down. My God. And they're brought to life again. That's fantastic use of technology and an artistic use of technology, which I really put Parma up for. You know, I think artists have to do a lot by themselves. Like most of my life has been spent in the basement of this house, practicing by myself. So you find yourself kind of thirsty for enthusiasm and for someone who recognizes that effort that you're putting into your craft or your art and rejoices in it and sees all kinds of potential in what you're doing and wants to bring what you have done and what art does to everybody possible. And Bob Lord from Parma is that kind of a guy who just is over the top with joy and enthusiasm for music and for what it can do and respect for the artists who do it. I think that's the key element that separates Parma and Bob Lord from other organizations. You know, when I first started playing this piece in public, I found the place that seemed to suit Maid with the Flaxen Hair or La Fille aux Cheveux de Lin the best was at the end of the concert. It was somehow a blessing for people to leave the hall with these notes floating inside of them. And my mom, who she was my biggest fan all the time, she could go to some of my concerts, not too often as she got older, but I would call her up after a concert, sometimes say, "Hi, Mom, you know, how you doing?" And she said, "Did you play a concert?" "Yeah, I played a concert." And she said, "Did you play that encore?" You know, and because she knew that that piece would send people off in a wondrous way, and she loved that piece. And occasionally she came here to the house, and my daughter and I played that piece for her. She was sitting on the couch, and I could just see her so happy. And just also, just so much involved in the music that she knew well, but that touched her so deeply. She sang in a choir, and the very first time I ever played the clarinet in public was in the choir. I think maybe that's why when I play the clarinet, people say, wow, it doesn't sound like the clarinet. And, you know, I think it's because from my very beginning, I wanted to make the clarinet sound like the voice. I wanted to blend in with my mom and with the people singing in the choir. So that's how I tried to play the clarinet in the beginning. And it's always been with me, the sense that the clarinet should sing. This music has a chance to transform and to touch people. It needs to have the utmost reach possible. So the chance to be part of this new creation gives my music, classical music, this miraculous chance to touch listeners that I'll never see and that I don't know. But because of this phenomenon, the music will say something to them and hopefully open up their own dreams.